Hey guys, I'm gonna be on here real quick. So this is an adult and politics group. You can look right now. You guys sent this to me, and this is the channel where we have to speak on it. I don't care if you guys get mad and roast me or whatever. I just don't know. And hello everybody, happy it's almost Christmas for you guys. Hey Jazzy, I miss you so much. Okay, so this is an adult and politics group. So I think this was the same day I saw Tiffany. Now, by the time I got to Tiffany, it was about 1 o'clock. And I think the toy giveaway was probably 11 to 2 or 11 to 1. I don't remember because I didn't sign up. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But this is an adult and politics group. This is an elder that just pulled up to talk to Tiffany. And I do not know Miss Price, but people told me she was a fixture in the community. I'm sorry I can't give you more. Hey Cynthia, happy holidays to y'all. I'm sorry I can't give you any more information. But it says wide back Mama Price and her lopsided doctor's appointment wig need to lay off the food boxes. A lot of times we see Miss Jackson, who's the sister of Bo Jackson. She was our gym teacher. We see Mr. Barkley. He owns a Christian bookstore. We see a lot of people that were fixtures in our community. Miss Creighton. Nobody messes with Miss Creighton. I really wish Miss Creighton would have ran for mayor, but it's too much drama in it. I can understand. But Mr. and Mrs. Creighton was here before anybody started being here. Why? This is my question, and I'm gonna put the link in here for anybody that's bold enough to call in. It don't matter if you want to call in, do whatever. This, if you got the balls, do it. Why do we have to be so mean to one another? What did this post do to help the community, to get Tiffany out of office, to do anything? Why are we insulting each other? I just don't get it. I could do any. I got 2 million views on my YouTube channel. A lot of the views are from Tiffany Henyard, and a lot of the views are from people being disappointed because I do not roast Tiffany Henyard. When Tiffany Henyard gets picked up by the FBI, the feds, the state police, the Dolton police, the Chicago police, I got you. I'll be doing full coverage. Why are we tearing down our residents? What is that about? What is that about? I told you I was at the grocery store getting some fruits and veggies cuz for my smoothie in the morning. Thanks, shout out to Scott Johnson, tell me about the smoothie and the veggie burrito. Scott, happy holidays. I was out getting I screenshotted your vegetable, I mean your not veggie, your fruit smoothie, and I screenshotted how to make a breakfast burrito. And we were out shopping, being happy, going through the list. And when we went through that list today, I had a great day today. I went to the grocery store. Me and my friend, we went and had sushi. I came home. I sold some clothes. Today was I was like, I ain't even had to use my AK. Today was a good day. So thank you for that recipe, Scott. I'm in the middle of the grocery store. That's I said they said it was burgundy blue. You know what they said to me? That's that burgundy bitch. I've had a YouTube channel for 3 years. I've only been covering Dolton for since April. Now I'm bitch. I've been had a YouTube channel. Why do we have to be so mean to the residents? Now, what's gonna happen if stuff fold over? I want the people that listen to my channel to know I'm not ignoring you. When you tell me things Tiffany did, just show me. Just show me, because maybe I missed it. I do not know all. Um, let's pull up another brilliant text I got tonight. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not saying Tiffany is Michelle Obama. I'm not saying Michelle Obama is Michelle Obama. I don't know how these people are when they go home. I'm just saying what's on paper. Do you understand? I don't understand why we're not understanding that we only could do so much as a people. I was just like you. I was like, oh my God, Tiffany is horrible. And then when I started looking like, well, why are you not calling this person? Why are you not doing that? Well, what's happening here? Why are you allowing outbursts the entire time during a board meeting where nobody can hear? You can't hear a board meeting. And now you got people in a Dolton politics group where the campaign manager for Jason House is a moderator. This stuff is monetized allegedly, but you have a whole journal against her, a whole newspaper against her, and then you have Jason House campaign manager as a moderator. Okay. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Because y'all got all the lawyers on your side. So that okay. That's all I want to say. Like, okay. Um, y'all, please think for yourself. I'm not here to push you towards Tiffany, I swear. I swear that's not. I don't know what Tiffany did or didn't do. But I know one thing. Normal people don't act like this. This is not normal. To just be tearing down people for no. This lady just pulled up and said, "Hey, I saw you was up here." If y'all don't know, and if you're not from Dolton, it's an empty parking lot. I had people when I did the video of Tiffany, we stopped to the side. I had people count. They talk about in the reflection, you could see 3 cars. I pulled up there and saw Tiffany. I wasn't counting. Cars did come and go. It was not in droves, as they say, or drones, as she say. It was nothing like that. It was just, I saw her. I said, what's up with the food box? Can I get an interview for you guys? Y'all was looking in the reflection to count the cars, but you don't never look in the reflection to see what anybody else is doing. It's only what Tiffany is doing, and that's kind of weird. So somebody sent me this. Nobody cares, and this is fine. I like to rebuttal. Nobody cares about Frank boxes. Wasn't that before the self-promotion stuff that was passed this year? Tiffany been in office 3 years. Why would they pass a image ordinance in September or whenever? That is in that what they some said June, some said September. I'm still waiting on the FOIA, so I can't give you a direct, but it was this year. But it says, wasn't that before the self-promotion stuff that was passed this year? She doesn't have any nice qualities since I've been following the story. Please don't attempt to show poor Tiffany stories. I will block you, and I'm not the only one either. You guys, nobody cares about people blocking them. And then let me say this. All you got to do is meet her at the polls. Meet her at the polls and beat her. Can I ask y'all something humbly? Even the people that hate me, why are they fighting this hard? And why is it the same 5 people complaining about Tiffany at the podium? If you don't see the same 5 people, guess what you see? Some people that flew across the world to talk about Tiffany Henyard. That's weird. Our township holds 170,000 residents. Dolton holds 20,000 population, estimate. Why do you see a group of 5 people yelling and disrupting the meetings? Y'all, we gotta do better. I'm not saying Tiffany is the bee's knees and to vote for her. You don't see nobody from the 16 other municipalities come out their house. You see one couple from Lansing. You see one man from South Holland. The rest are from Dolton. It's 16 municipalities. Please do your research and really look into it. Tiffany could be stealing the skirts and the slips from under us. No one has convicted her yet. No one has said that Dolton is the problem yet. They told us we only had $80,000 in the account in what, August? It's December and we still making payroll, still paying bills. No one's missed a beat, even when we went in a TIF fund. Y'all, look at Conscious page and go over the warrant list that Jason House is sending her and really research for yourself. That's all I ask. If Tiffany is stealing the white off rice, she's going to pay for it. She's going to pay for it. But us yelling, screaming, making these pages, tearing each other down. What did this elder do? But pull up and see. A lot of these people are our teachers, our pastors, people that's been in the neighborhood, and y'all calling her wide back. Did she have a box in her car? Tiffany is very recognizable because you can see that, like, what is that auburn color hair from across the way. That you can see that from down the street and say, oh, that's Tiffany. That's what it is. Why y'all gotta be so mean? Let's look at the comments. Hello, everybody. I hope y'all good. I said, hey, Scott. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Cynthia. I already said hello. Yeah, I'm eating my burrito. We having Christmas burritos because of Scott Johnson in the morning, y'all. And look, Scott, oh my gosh, I'm gonna send you a picture because I want to know if I made it the way you made it. But I got the low carb tortilla because I'm on a diet. But let's see how I look. Hey, Lady Scorpion. Hey, Bonus Fiddle. Let me tell you, Bonus Fiddle. I'm making y'all hate Burgundy Blue. I got an email that I had 3 million views. They do that end of the year review and they give you had 3 million views. All because y'all hate Tiffany? I'll take it. Okay. Scott said, thanks, Bone Fiddle. You're dealing with immature, unhappy, unbalanced, and severely insecure people that have nothing but vile hatred in their hearts and insatiable need to flex online to get in group speak. I can't understand it. I can't understand it. Tracy said, I've seen Jed disrespect you on his channel when he is the one keeping stuff going on. Now, tired of scammers. Hey, tired of scammers. I'm going to tell you this. You know what? I do not like Jed. Clear. Stand it. Can't stand him. 100%. You know what Jed power is? He got a lot of people that want to belong, to be a part of something. And they don't know how to stand alone. They don't know how to stand alone. They're insecure. So he feeds off those people that, and I'm saying this out loud on YouTube. Are you serious right now? Hold on, y'all. So he feeds off those people. I only been online for 14 minutes, but this happened every time I go online. So he feeds off those people that do not know how to stand alone and got to run in a crowd. That's why you hear everybody yelling at once. I got an email. I'm going to actually publish this in my blog. So y'all make sure you subscribe. I got an email apology from somebody the other day. They emailed and apologized to me. They told me I need to cover something else. So I had to go to my lawyer to see if it was okay if I share this email. And it would have been not fair to share the email. The only way I'm able to share the email is because they went on a live acting like they didn't apologize and talking about my family out of nowhere. I don't do that to people. I don't talk about other content creators. I don't talk about other people. I don't disrespect that other people and make fun of them. The only time you hear a rebuttal is if they come for me. That's the only time you hear a rebuttal from Burgundy Blue. I don't do stuff like that. And I learned that, and I have I have amazing counsel. I'm so happy. So yeah, it's okay because at the end of the day, Jed found a gold mine. A bunch of people that just like messiness. And I'm not afraid to say that. It's a bunch of people that like to be messy. And I mean, what would you do if you had a group of people, no case has been solved? I'm saying this is not against Jed. It's a group of people that y'all know on the outside. All of y'all watching. Put in the comment one thing that's been proven. Just one thing. Put one thing that's been proven. The only thing that's been proven is that and this wasn't even Keith Freeman got a bankruptcy charge and Lacey got what? A bankruptcy charge. That's it. Lacey is enjoying his best life. Keith Freeman is enjoying his best life because he got job security. Lacey, it got full retirement. They neither one of them lost. Neither one of them lost. So we sitting over there looking like I stood for you. We ain't stand for nothing because nothing got done. Tiffany, the feds came after her. She's still reigning over 2 seats. I'm waiting for y'all to put in the comments what has been solved since for a year. We haven't even hung up Kiana Belcher picture. Let's keep it real. We haven't even hung up Kiana Belcher picture. What is wrong with us as a people? I think if you hear it in my voice, I think that is what frustrates me. What have we heard? What have we seen done yet? Okay, let's look at some more comments. Oh, they always gonna block you from Dalton politics if you say anything. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it says Lady Scorpion said they're all in there. Jed, Nikita, Michael Smith. Yeah, they all live in there. And then they sue each other. Everybody's suing each other. Everybody's suing each other. Everybody will get money from Dalton. It's insane. The whole political scene in Illinois is a big grift. Yeah, she's in charge. Oh yeah, you know what, Lady Scorpion, look. Y'all don't never hear me say anything against you when you say something like that. I think Tiffany needs to talk for 5 minutes flat. That I am the Rosa Parks. I am the Harriet Tubmans. Stop it. I get what you're trying to say, but it's not relating. Stop it. Do y'all agree? I get it. I get what she's saying. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. All right. Because okay, let's see what No Name said because I missed that. I gotta go back up to No Name. No Names. I don't see it anymore. I saw you said something. Is it gone? Oh, No Names. Sorry, but it's already been exposed. You know Tiffany since since childhood. Look? This is the cool thing. Let's talk about it. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm sorry, but it's always been exposed since you've known Tiffany since childhood. Where did you see? Did you see a picture of me and Tiffany in childhood? What have you seen of me and Tiffany in childhood, or were you in Dalton politics and someone told you? The thing about my channel, I'm always going to ask you, email me proof. I never met Tiffany a day in my life. Never. However, I will tell y'all this. Tiffany had major police walks in Dalton, gas giveaways in Dalton, and I'd be like, who's doing all that? Who's giving a food before she was mayor? And I'd be like, who's doing that? She would knock on doors in Dalton. I mean, go door to door to door. So I knew who Tiffany Henyard was. She also ran the housing department in Dalton. I knew who Tiffany Henyard was. So if you had to get your escrow, she was up there in the housing department back in the day. I never knew. So, and first of all, Tiffany Henyard is 5 years younger than me. Go back to your research, No Names. And that's the problem. I don't know what's wrong with us. We hear one thing. How many of y'all voted for Kamala? How many of y'all was rooting for Kamala and Trump came through? Just asking. Because if you're just still having that same sorry y'all, that's why I've been using AI. My voice is going away. If you're still using that same theory where you could just listen to gossip and get in these chat rooms, who said I've known her? They saw Martin G. Johnson wave at my camera and it was like, we the ops. I met Martin one time. I met Gardis one time. Y'all need to really look at paperwork and facts if you have time. Because I know we don't have time. Okay. Now I'll tell you somebody, Sheena the truth. She really is. I believe in Sheena. She was voted. I didn't know nothing about Sheena. Now, me and Sheena went to the same high school, but also Jed been on podcasts and in the same group with people that went to his high school. We're all in the Southland. So Sheena, I didn't know personally, but I knew of her. And when I started to see she was doing advocacy, I thought it was really cool. So I donated to the entire fight for Kanika, not for Sheena. When was said ordinance passed? I don't know. I'm still waiting. Hey, Scott. Scott said, so knowing someone and telling both sides are still biased. I never knew Tiffany. Tiffany is 5 years younger than me, and I was traveling, coming back and forth and seeing the world. I never knew Tiffany. But you know what's so cool? Can I ask you something, Scott? Scott, put in the comments if you're still here. Scott Johnson, my mod. I love you, Scott. If you still here, wasn't just a few months ago I wasn't a resident of Dolton? Can you confirm or deny, or anyone else ever recall that? Remember, I was a resident of Hammond, Indiana, right? I never lived in Dolton. Scott, if you could confirm that, let the people know. All right. Lady, not everyone likes public speaking or interested in politics, and both sides have people heckling. KP loves yelling at women, especially. You know what? I don't know because I don't be around. But let me tell you something. Did you, Lady Scorpion, did you see 3 women take? I'm with you on that because KP told me to get out the room when I was a news person, but it wasn't aggressive. He just was like, "Hey, all y'all leave." It wasn't aggressive at all. Did you see 3 women? Let me play it for you. Did you see 3 women surround KP when he sat down? Why is it always? And I'm not defending KP. Let me see if I got it. Let me see if I got it handy. When I was at that meeting and they all jumped up, did you say something about cancer? Did you say something? It was 3 women. You know what? I don't even have to pull it up. Y'all can find it on the other people pages. Did y'all see them surround KP with cameras poking in his face where he had to get another seat? I'm all for right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm all for that. And I think it was wrong he made that post. But I also think it was wrong that they came in a gang and surrounded him. So I don't know what you want me to do with that, Lady Scorpion, but I definitely think it was wrong. And I told KP and nobody talks about this. Y'all remember at the caucus when Mr. Rayburn said something to ASD, and I went up to Mr. I went up to Mr. Rayburn, but my camera wasn't on. And he came about later and he said, "You know what, Berg, you right." I said, "Mr. Rayburn, you shouldn't have said something about like that's why you got MS." I confronted Mr. Rayburn. I say right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you go back on that video that night, the same night as the KP night, Mr. Rayburn came up and said, "You know what, Berg, you absolutely right. I shouldn't have said that. I was just angry." We have to stand up for one another. I'm not a fan of ASD, but you don't tell somebody that's why you got MS. So I hope y'all know where I'm going with this. It's like, why we got to be so rude, go so low, be so mean, and we all got to these people that's looking at us on the internet, and I don't know if you hear Lady Scorpion, but these people that's looking at us on the internet, They don't have to live here when the new administration come. We do. We got to pass each other in the grocery store. We got to pass each other at Walgreens. We got to go to each other's school recitals. Y'all letting people on the outside pump you up when we have to deal with it every day. That's all I'm saying. I hope you understand that. Uh, who mother was that? Was that Miss Price? Was Keith Price mother? I didn't put the two and two together. I don't think Miss Price was Keith Price mother. Are y'all telling me that? I didn't put the two and two together. I really don't know. I promise I'm not trying to be rude. Lots of creators getting views. I would get more views if I put like powder under her nose or devils on her ears. They would come. I don't know what that is. Oh man. Look, you got to ask Conscious that. It's a lot. Okay, so Sheila said, "You sick." See, here we go with the meme. You sick and sad, Burgundy. Lonely, depressed for Christmas. No man loves you. You bring in the new year. Klaus chasing off Tiffany. Can I ask y'all what they have to do with Tiffany getting voted in or out? And how am I clout chasing off Tiffany? My channel been here, but and how do you know if I have a man? What makes you think that? Now this, but we know she. Look at that photo. Jet beauty of the week right there. All right, let's go. Go there. Jet beauty of the week right there, y'all. Ooh, hey Regina. Check it. Like that right there. We know. The $3,500 for Kamal to be. When then we need $3,500 for Kamal? He supplied the drugs or something like that. Scott, do you remember that? But okay, Lord. Now that's what I mean about no, oh no 40, no 40. Anton Daniels said Kiana Belcher needed Ozempic. Jason House didn't give him a 48-hour notice. No advocate gave him a 48-hour notice. No other YouTube gave him a 48-hour notice. Only the women get the 48-hour notices. Notice that. Only the women get attacked. Only women come over here and attack other women. Other black women attack other black women. But even what Sheila McCoach said, or McCooch, because I guess it's McCooch, because I'm sure she got all the men. What they gotta do? Meet Tiffany at the polls. Meet her at the polls. Vote her out. Do you really think people would have to yell and stuff like that and scream if Tiffany was a shoe-in to be voted out? Or is it the energy that everybody else is giving? That's all I gotta say. I'm not saying Tiffany is righteous. I'm saying, don't y'all think tearing each other down is wrong? Talking about older elders is wrong. Are y'all sure this is Keith Price's mother? I never heard about that. I never heard that was Keith Price's mama. So I wasn't trying to be rude about that. It just said Mama Price. I thought she was a teacher, an elder. I don't know. I didn't know who she was. Who confirmed? I need to confirm that. Because I saw her pull up after I left. I saw that car pull up. But I thought Scott, are you still here? I didn't even see your response. Scott, did I live here? Didn't I live in Hammond, Indiana? I just thought so. Jazzy, did I live here? So why now I gotta live here and nobody love me? Do y'all recall? Do Jazzy, Tracy, Regina, anybody know? Didn't I don't live here. I never voted here. I never lived here. Do y'all recall that? So now I live here and I'm a loser. So which one is it? Did I get residency in a couple of months? Which one is it? I was an alien. I would let me be funny. I was an alien for sure. But my thing that frustrates me is we allow people to tear down women, black women, any women, elders. Y'all never come for the men. Y'all never come for the men. Y'all get a bunch of women to attack other women. Why is that? And women, why do we allow that? Can't Tiffany has done enough to bury herself. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Let Tiffany just talk. If Tiffany talked, she may just talk her way into her own damage. Why do you feel like every time she pick up the microphone, y'all gotta yell and scream? That is weird to me. I think the funniest thing that Tiffany ever said, she said, y'all call yourself journalists, but you're not doing journalisms. And I put my head under my seat at the meeting, like, did she say journalisms? And it's stuff like that that if she would say something, we would see something. But my problem with the whole thing is Tiffany is not showing us receipts. I get it. So Tiffany stole all the money, right? So she's not showing us receipts. But the trustees are not showing us receipts either. And that's what makes me weary. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Neither side, it's just like they said to me today, well, Burgundy, you don't understand. She's holding the kids' toys hostage. This is what people are they're saying on the politics group, and then they're saying on my Facebook page, I mean my YouTube page. So I said, wait, Tiffany holding the kids' toys hostage? Now I was there. It was loud, but I was there. I heard Carmen say, hey, did the toys get bought? And Tiffany didn't answer. I mean, are the turds have the toys been purchased? And Tiffany said nothing. And she said, have they been purchased? And nothing was answered. People were telling me, I saw the invoice. An invoice is an invoice. I need to see the payment. I see invoices all day. And guess what? When they come across my desk, it takes them people 30 to 60 days to pay me. So an invoice is an invoice. Where's the payment? So if Tiffany paid for the toys, why isn't that on the front page of the newspaper? If she paid for them, y'all, do you really think an invoice means payment? Who it's so that's what I mean. Is that group from the outside? Is Facebook groups, and it's people that's just mad. No man loves you, Burgundy. If no man loved me, guess what? I still get to vote in Dolton. Do you? And my vote gonna count. And I ain't proud I got to vote in Dolton. I'm just saying that. But I still get to vote. So no man loving me has nothing to do with my vote. And if Tiffany would continue her reign. Why are y'all so mean? What's the issue? Why y'all so mean? I can make an invoice. Invoice mean debt until it's shown paid. They're like, I saw the invoice. Oh, Trina, baby. Trina. They said I was not a resident, doxed me. Now I'm the resident of the year. Now I'm the resident. I'm the hostess with the mostest. Isn't that weird? So you guys, I just want to say, be careful, be kind. I don't know who this woman is. I don't know who she is. But a lot of people text me with that and said, what did this woman do? What did this woman do? She just sitting there. We can't speak to Tiffany. If you speak to Tiffany, you're a Tiffany supporter. Think about that. Y'all couldn't even hear in my video. I was watching Conscious video, and we'll play it now. And y'all send prayers to Conscious. I was watching Conscious video, and you guys, I didn't even realize that the people were sitting behind me and y'all couldn't hear nothing. Let's play Conscious video. Now, this is Tiffany on the microphone. Y'all, I didn't realize it was that loud because I was just recording and I could hear a little bit, but I didn't know y'all was picking up more of the people in the back. Ooh, God.
Exactly. She got one more time to holler at my motherfucker.
Now, excuse my French, I'm gonna say something that y'all don't hear me say. This lady behind me says, I guess she behind me. She got one more time to yell in my motherfucking ear. These are people over 55 years old saying this. Y'all. Ooh, God.
Exactly. She got one more time to holler at my motherfucker. I mean, she just said she's dead.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, cut it off. And you're not really in protection. So please, we are researching about that. And don't do any protection. So that's public comment. Public comment.
All right, so I just wanted to say thank you, trustee, for holding out or saying thank you.
And I know a lot of people are like, certain people are Thornton Township residents, but people can move and still have their registered voter address as Dolton, just so y'all know. Not saying anyone does that specifically, but that is a thing. People can move and their registered voting address can be Dolton.
From the bottom of our hearts, when it comes to this election, I'm so glad that she's not even on the ballot. So we don't have to worry about dealing with her past. So, you know, it's something weird when she just sits up here excuse whatever she wants to say and think that she can just talk.
Pearls Pink, I've been to the Matson public meeting. I've been to the Oak Forest public meeting with Carl Wilson. I've been to the Munster public meeting with Carl Wilson. And everyone leaves when their 3 minutes is up. Is no one shouting in the crowd? Is that is this what's happening in Dolton? Is that what's happening wherever you live at your public meetings? If you're not in Dolton, just asking.
Be great for you guys, but then nobody can say anything against her. That's the problem with the dictatorship.
Yeah.
She said that she hates dictators, but that's what she showed up here today, is that she's a major dictator. Y'all gotta make sure that since she's not on the ballot, that y'all don't vote with other dictator in, because believe it or not, she has passed with Christopher Clark.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Christopher Clark is running for supervisor with the full state as well. So you guys gotta understand that we have to make sure that we vote corruption completely out of the township. The insurance, for her being uninsurable, that's ridiculous. You wanna sit up here and lie and say that it's their fault that we don't have insurance? No, it's your fault that we don't have insurance. And also, when it comes to the toys, I am sure that anyone that don't have toys.
I will say this from somebody that works in somewhat of the industry on news. I work for news stations off and on. Chris and Carmen actually have good skills. Whoever taught them, even if it's PR, they do not agree with Vivian. They're not when she's saying it. Look at y'all. Got to look at stuff when she's saying no. She's not sure. They're not saying, yes, you're correct. They're just listening. And it was even at the end of the meeting, if you go back to the meeting when they were asking questions like, are the trucks insured? They would not do a verbal answer. They are stone cold trained. Y'all have to pay attention. But if you're only looking through anger, you're not paying attention. They will never be able to, if someone was to come and Tiffany was trying to sue, they never gave an answer to what she was saying. This is public comment and what Vivian is saying.
You all have a town that's going through tours. So don't just always have to rely on the township, because that is what we call a public aid office anyway. However, you can call 211. You can go to churches. There's other places that you go for when you're in need. It does not need to be the township all the time. Unfortunately, the township.
Hey, Pearls Pink, I love to cross-reference. What's the First Amendment? I know what it is, but I want to make sure. Protects the freedom of speech. Why Tiffany can't speak? Why is the First Amendment only protecting? You know, me and you go back and forth, so it's no hate. You know how we do, Pearls. Why is the freedom of speech only for them? When other people did they allow the other lady to talk when the lady got up there with the oxygen tank? Let's go here. And she was trying to talk. Let's go here. Cause see, you like to, not you, but look at what she get up here. Cause they thought she was just a resident that's been here 7 months. She was sitting over there next to me. I didn't know who she was. And she was praying under her breath. This is the lady that led in prayer. Now she might, I don't know if she's a Tiffany supporter or what. She got up there just as handicapped. Vivian got up there with a walker. Guess what she got up there with? An oxygen tank. Right after Vivian. But she don't get respect because everyone deemed her a Tiffany supporter. Now you saw Vivian just leave with her walker. Watch who gets up there next.
My name is Denise Clark.
I think her name Vivian too.
I just moved in.
She has a whole oxygen tank all the time. If you watch the Lansing Journal, you can hear her oxygen tank pumping. It's like a little purse she carries on her. Now watch when she said I moved here 7 months ago. Look how the Dolton residents treat her. Now Pearls Pink, tell me if this is right. Y'all listen closely.
This township. And I haven't been here for 7 months. For the 7 months that I've been here, it's been war. Just war. I moved from the city. I moved.
Did y'all hear that lady? What did she say? I'm gonna let y'all put it in the chat. Did you hear what she said? When she said I've been here 7 months? Did you hear the rebuttal from the audience right behind me? Let me play it one more time for those that missed it. That like to be like it's one-sided. This is a new resident in Dolton.
This township. And I haven't been here for 7 months. For the 7 months that I've been here, it's been war. Just war. I moved from the city. I moved from.
What kind of welcome is that, y'all? Okay, thank you. So thank you, Tracy. That's fine. What do this is what I'm saying. If Tiffany looking at her or not, so she wrong. She got a whole. So why is she less than a person that need help than Vivian? She got a whole oxygen tank on. Why she less? She need a walker. She got an oxygen tank on. So because Tiffany looking at her, she deserves no respect. Because Tiffany didn't look at Vivian, who ran what Pearls Pink. Let's talk in the comments. Didn't Vivian do her campaign or something like that? I don't want to say the wrong thing, but didn't she say I went ahead and I helped Tiffany with her campaign because Jason asked me? But Vivian's okay, but because Tiffany looking at her, the lady with the oxygen tank is not. I need that explanation, please. If you could give it to me, no pressure. Me and you talk. So it's no big deal. I just would love to know what I'm missing, that one's good and one's bad. And if you need visual of her oxygen tank, hold on, let me see if I can get to it. Because she was at the caucus. Remember, this is another thing. That whole lady went off because I said no, we were outside when she was saying we weren't outside. I said no, we were outside. I said we were outside, and I played her rebuttal from her interview, and she said she was gonna strike me and made a whole spectacle, but then shot everybody, made everybody like come. Oh, I'm not. Now look at this lady right here. You see that little purse that she got on her shoulder right here? That's a whole oxygen tank. She was outside the caucus too. She was outside the caucus too. So I don't know if she's a Tiffany cousin supporter, but this is someone with a real oxygen tank on in her nose, mask, everything. So I want to know, why is she so disregarded? And someone been badgering Tiffany for months. I wouldn't look at them either. You know what I mean? Like, what's like, but look right here. You see the tank? I'm not fibbing. It's not a fib. I've seen her walking around lately since I've been videoing for about 3 months. But look at that tank on her shoulder. Why is she less in need than anybody else? Because she coming in there stylish. Now, I will say it's Tiffany duty as a leader. She should look at everybody. I understand that's kind of childish. I'll say that. But look at her. And when you go to the Lancet Journal, look at the oxygen tank. Now, let's go to the Lancet Journal and see what you hear. I want Pearls Pink to tell me, why is it Vivian can come up with a walker? No disrespect. I feel bad that she has whatever ailment she may have, and bless her. And I'm just saying that because I feel like that with everybody. Like when I wake up in the morning and my joints, we don't know when life is going to change for us. Because, baby, I wake up, I got a new mole, a new wrinkle. My knees don't work. My hip hurt. But I still have things that I can get up and go every day. We never know. And I want y'all all to hear me. My mother worked for nursing home services. And at the end of her life, she ended up on hospice, and she was on bed hospice readily, and had to be taken care for. And she used to always say, I never want that. She never knew where her life was going to go. We never know when we're going to need to go get some Depends. We don't know when we're going to need to sit up there with a blood pressure cuff in the morning, eating our oatmeal. We don't know where life is going to take us. We just pray that we do the right thing and we're healthy enough and making the right choices. I try to, as much as I can, to live a healthy life in our later years. So let's go to the Lancet Journal. You can hear the lady oxygen tank pumping. So I want to know what makes this one, just because Tiffany is looking at her. Just because Tiffany is looking at her, she shouldn't have moved there. And I'm not saying Pearls. Pearls come through with you. She looks at everybody's channel, which I appreciate. Y'all always be like, well, Pearls over here on Jed channel and Pearls over here. I understand. But I appreciate when y'all can look at everybody's channel and take your own advice. Now look at this lady. Thank you, Melanie, for a real. You can hear her stuff when she's sitting next to Melanie. You can really hear her oxygen tank pumping. And that doesn't mean we got to give her sympathy. I'm saying it was real. And I'm not saying nobody's fake. Look at her. And y'all going to sit, when she's sitting there with now Vivian up there, yay! She up there with a whole oxygen mask. No, she's pro Tiffany. Tell me what's wrong, y'all, because I don't get it. So that's probably where my where I get upset. What is really wrong, y'all? What's wrong with us as a people? What's wrong with us as a people? Man, Tiffany emails, but Jeffrey, you should see my emails. And then when I show emails, they be like, prove it. When I say I get nasty emails, but y'all don't make nobody else prove nothing. No kind of nothing. You don't make anybody else uh prove. You don't. But that's the thing, Pearls. If Carmen and Chris walk out on anybody else comment, it's okay. But if Tiffany look down and ignore people comments, it's oh my God, all hell break loose. I just want us to break in the middle and let the politics, not mean to me and you know what I mean? Us as a community that have to live here, why don't we break in the middle and let them just deal with the politics? Why we can't look at right here. Just look at this. Now you tell me what's wrong with this.
Because they were sure riding around town yesterday.
She not looking at. Let's look at what's happening. Now, look at this whole thing.
Can you so we can finish our
Now, I was there. The police officer. Now, the police, not only she's on YouTube as well. The police officer, they claim, I cannot claim that, but they claim she does not live in the zip code. I do not know that, so I don't do that kind of stuff on this channel. However, her 3 minutes is up. Pearls Pink, rebuttal.
I don't have to prove anything to them. They're not proving anything to us. So why should I have to prove anything to them? Okay? You're not my dictator, Tiffany.
You can come over here and remove her. She can remove herself. You don't have any more time. Your time is up. Your time is up. Your time is up. Ma'am, your time is up. Please. Security, can you please remove us so we can finish our eating? Please. Can you remove us so we can finish our eating?
Now, what was so funny, if y'all didn't know who she was saying, how you doing, sir? How you doing? Y'all saw that video I did of Keith Price. It was the bigger officer. He was Caucasian. Now, Emmanuel, who works for the township, he actually was walking over as a gentler way to say, hey, let me get you out of here. Because you know, if the police remove any of the public speakers, it's going to be a huge deal on the news. So that was sort of like a pillow. But the dude that was, let's go to that video I did, and I'm going to get out of here because I got to finish doing stuff for tomorrow. I'm going to my friend's house. She's having a big dinner. And I'm making a banana pudding, and I'm not a big cooker. I could cook, but the joys of being single, baby. So I love it. All I have to do is go out to dinner or go to the movies or go to people's houses. You know, I really like it. I don't mind cooking. I know how to cook, but I really like being able to just be the guest star. Okay, so let's go to the video I did so you can see Keith Price. Keith Price was there. They called the police on him, but he showed his restraining order and they shook his hand and he could stay. Let's watch it together. Hit the like button. I thank y'all for being here. Y'all let me know what you're cooking tomorrow in case I got to come over there. I appreciate y'all. I'm just messing with you. Y'all, we went out today. We had so much fun. We went and had sushi and we had coffee, matcha tea. It was so good. So I think I'll be able to get over this cold. I'm over the cold, but it's just a little lingering cough. And I love you guys. Thanks for y'all. Even when we debate, like us talking and like when we talk, I love to hear what y'all got to say. I'm not the end all be all of Dolton. I'm not the end all be all of YouTube and the subject of Dolton. Y'all shouldn't let nobody else either. Y'all shouldn't let people say us, the residents, us group. Those are not the only residents of Dolton. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. That group is not the only group of Dolton. Do I think Tiffany will be supervisor again? No. Do I think she has a chance to be mayor again? Yeah. That's so far. I'll let you know if my thoughts change, okay? But y'all don't never see nobody come but the same little 20 people. It's the same group disrupting the whole meeting. And Tiffany can't tell them to leave because as soon as she tell them to leave, they're going to be on the news, and that's what they want. They want to be on the news. They want the clout and all of that. Look at this officer. That's the one that was telling her to leave. And she said, okay, sir, okay.
Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. My name is Blue, and I will be covering tips on how to survive a Dolton or Thornton Township meeting.
Step 1. Always have your order of protection or court order on hand. Step 2. Order a privacy screen for your phone for those pesky zoom-ins.
Y'all, why they zoom into his phone? Y'all. Hold on. The fact they zoomed into his channel that hard, y'all know how bad they are. That's why I made this video. Sorry, y'all. I'm not on my regular computer. Have a privacy screen if you come to these meetings. It's $6 on Amazon. Look how they did that. Nosy. And he had everything. Look at the man shake his hand. I'm not condoning. I don't know why was why, but isn't that weird? Look how he shook his hand. Go to it.
Step 2. Order a privacy screen for your phone for those pesky zoom-ins. Step 3. You must lead in prayer even though what happens after may not be what Jesus would do.
Calling your name one more time. Now, God, we come on behalf of this township, of these leaders, Father. We ask, oh God, that you would allow the peace that surpasses all understanding to guard our hearts and our minds.
Pathetic trust and dancing over the body of a dead girl. You know what? Look, don't in the public forum. And don't, I'm a grown woman. Don't put your finger. Don't put your finger. Yeah, y'all should get y'all trusted. No, no. See, that's your problem. And thanks for confirming to the Department of Justice. This is the problem. This is the Department of Justice. To the Department of Justice, this is the problem.
Damn me, why you sitting up here flipping me off with the bird? Like I told you, your mama should be probably set on that. That ain't first and foremost. Let me say it. She sounds dumb.
Step 4. Get a comfy seat and a snack. These meetings never start on time. Lastly, if you are a lawyer, paralegal, or a student of law, Dolton is where the money is. Dust off that degree and use it now. Happy holidays to you and yours, and please, try to be kind to one another.
A trustee rushing at a resident. A trustee rushing at a resident. That's okay. Tiffany the problem. Okay. I'll let y'all go off. I'll let y'all go off. Y'all be careful. Take care of one another. All I want y'all to do is look at stuff with an open mind. Believe me, I can make videos. I see what's going on in my neighborhood every day. I can make videos getting thousands of views, just showing people in compromising positions, showing Tiffany with a bonnet on. I'm around here. I can do whatever and make money. My goal is to make sure we stop being so mean to each other. When I went through the most horrible time of my life in May, y'all laughed at me, put my address up, liked all. I was in a room with someone running for office, and she liked a picture because someone put a picture of my feet up. Like I wasn't a constituent in an area she was running for. Guess what? She's off the ballot. And it wasn't because of me. She was so busy in Dolton politics, she off the ballot. Y'all, pay attention to your community. Support your community. This gossip and slander and mean stuff, y'all don't have to be this mean to really make a difference. If we made a difference in our community and supported our candidates, would nobody, y'all even let racist stuff slip through just because it's Tiffany? Do y'all ever see those racist posts in Dolton politics and stuff, and they let it go through just because it's anti-Tiffany? It's okay. Tiffany's a problem. We don't like Tiffany. I get it. I promise I do. Tiffany got to go. It's a new ordinance. I get it. I promise I do. Do y'all ever ask the other people, what are you going to do? What's your plan? What's your procedure other than Tiffany has to go? Other than Tiffany has to go or vote for me, I'm better than Tiffany, what do you plan to do? I'm going to be honest. The only person I saw with a plan was Nate Fields. He about to kick people, but I don't even know Nate Fields. I felt like he was underqualified. He has only one chance to be on the ballot, and I think that's December 30th. So I'll be there if I can cover it, because that's what they told us in the last meeting. I'm not sure if I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's December 30th. Other than that, Tiffany's still fighting to get on the ballot. We got two fighters. And all y'all doing is making fun of people, making jokes, calling people wide back, elders wide back. How is we as black? And I have to go. I know I don't have just black people watching, but I have to do the black route. As black people, we're gonna tear each other down like that in a community. Then all of a sudden, I think what gets me is we have a food pantry in the community. Are y'all put a one? I need 3 ones. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all listening to me, because I probably am just running. Put a 1 in the chat if you listening to me. Oh yeah, he mentored he was listed as Frank Zuccarelli's son in his obituary. You can look up Frank Zuccarelli's funeral on YouTube. Watch it and see Nate Fields. He's listed as his son. One more 1. Okay, I got it. Listen to me. It's such a big deal. Vote for me. I'm better than Tiffany. When people put stuff out there, do me a favor. Ask the trustees to email you proof about the tour. I was sitting in that meeting. I went to Lansing Journal, who was also sitting in that meeting. Harvey Herald. I have not seen no paid invoice with Tiffany as harboring toys. I read y'all that they said the insurance was good to the 30th. I think it's dead after the 30th. I think it's good to the 30th, but I think it's dead after that. Why don't we ask for paperwork? Why is it only rumors? Y'all let them run with Kamal had a BMW paid for by the trustees. We had 1,000 allegations. Some I'm not even going to touch. Nothing came to fruition. It's nothing but a lot of people on social media really making money off of all these allegations. Come on, y'all. We grown. We not 19, 18, 16, 15. We growner than this. As for proof, Tiffany is terrible. But look at who put her in there. Look at who put her in there. And then look who's been in government the longest. Now, regarding the food, now y'all gave me the ones for that. Where is Jason House campaign office? Do anybody know what Jason House campaign office is? I just want to see. Scott says, why hasn't the Lancet Journal, NBC, CBS, ABC, WGN, or any other outlet asked for a question of what the exact proof and plan for? Because everyone's making money. I hate to say it. A lot of these, I'm gonna say it because they're gonna come for me. Ben, Regina, they looking for an Emmy at the end of the year because they've been doing pieces on Dan Placo. They're Emmy nominated. So you do know the news get Emmys. They're gonna get an Emmy. People are getting clicks and clicks that they never got before. Thank you. Pearls. Jason House campaign office is in the Free Indeed lot. Thank you, Scott. Pearls. Go to the last video. You don't even go to Tommy G video. Every video says Dr. Scott raised what, over 30 grand? Tiffany never gave her a business license to expand. And she went to every meeting and said every tea with the trustees and said, which is not recorded, that she never got the business license to expand for Tiffany. How they campaign office there? When did they get the business license? When did they get the bid? How? So Jason House campaign office is next to a food pantry. How do the village of Dolton not need a food pantry? How do the surrounding area not need a food pantry? Y'all talking about food boxes. How we don't need a food pantry? And she has since expanded since the Clean House 2025 campaign. And you know, over here on this channel, we supported Dr. Scott. We do support Dr. Scott. When did she get the license to expand? Nobody gonna say that? All right, y'all. Think for yourself. I'm out of here. That's my whole thing. I've been long-winded, an hour and a half. And that's the problem with me. They got to get rid of me because I'm asking a question. Google Free Indeed Pearls Pink and Google the Clean House 2025 campaign office. I like people to have stuff on paper. I like them to have it on paper. I've been long-winded.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
Love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. Merry Christmas.
Commentary blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary, comment blue, commentary, comment burgundy blue, commentary blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary.
Thank you, Scott. Pearls Pink. Look at those two addresses. Free Indeed, the campaign office, and the new closet store at Free Indeed. When you finish looking at those three, go to Tommy G video on why she couldn't expand. And when you finish all that, see when she announced that they finally got their license to expand. Love you guys. Merry Christmas.